present witness that I,
James Stephen Peters, take thee, for Toula, Christakos, to be my lawful wedded wife. Toula, will you please repeat after me? I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, for Toula Christakos, take thee, James Stephen Peters, to be my lawful wedded husband. Okay. Traditional Greek Orthodox church weddings hold a tradition of 3, symbolising the belief in the Holy Trinity, in which God is represented as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The power of 3 also symbolises an undivisible number, just as the bride and groom shall remain forever undivided. Whilst Jim and Toula wanted to unite their love in a garden, symbolising how their love for each other has bloomed throughout time, they did want to include the tradition of 3. I now ask that John comes forward. John is the best man, or symbolically called the Kumbaro, who will perform the ancient ritual of the ring exchange. Firstly, the Kumbaro will put the rings on the right hands of the bride and groom. Crossing his hands first, he will take the rings and exchange them over 3 times. This signifies that in married life, the weakness of one partner will be compensated by the strength of the other, the imperfections of one by the other. Thank you, John. You can put your rings on each one. It now gives me great pleasure to announce that you are husband and wife. Jim, you may now kiss your beautiful bride. In order to make this epic, enduring love story and marriage official, there are a few documents that we need to sign. I'd now like to ask Jim and Toula and their witnesses, John and Nikita, to join me as we sign the register. Please remain seated. One of the oldest and most traditional symbols of marriage is the breaking of the glass. It teaches us that in times of joy, we must also realise life brings us sadness and sorrow. The sound of the breaking glass is said to frighten away evil spirits who might spoil this joyous occasion with their mischief. It also warns us that love like glass, is fragile and must be protected. The promises made by the bride and groom, like the broken glass, are irrevocable. I now would like to ask John, our kumbaro, to place the glass for us. So if you can place it just in front of the two people. Thank you. So Jim, when I say, I want you to crush the glass with your foot, okay? For the bride and groom, the shattering of glass symbolises the breaking down of barriers between two people. On a lighter note, this is thought by some to be the last time the groom ever gets to put his foot down. As the groom breaks the glass, I invite everyone in the audience to shout Mazel Tov, which means congratulations and good luck. Mazel Tov! As I present you with your marriage certificate, I wish you every happiness together and thank you for allowing me to be part of such a special day. Now that the formalities are over, Jim and Toula can rest a little easier. Jim and Toula ask that everyone moves up to the rear of the aisle towards the balcony for a group photo before they disappear briefly for their wedding photos. Canapes and drinks will be served in the restaurant to your left after the group photo. I'm incredibly honoured to introduce for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Peters.